Hello everyone, this is Bentley from Kent, Washington, and this is a really short and probably strange video, but it's kind of irrelevant as far as a channel upgrade. If you can't tell by looking right here, I got a new microphone. So I had mentioned when I was selling some of the Blue Hawaiian Moscow guppies that part of that money was going to be used to upgrade some stuff for the channel, just to do things for the channel. And so this is the biggest part. Now, it's missing a few things. They're still being delivered. There should be what's called a pop filter, which is a big circular thing here that helps block. So from a science perspective, what it's doing is it slows down the speed at which the air is leaving my mouth so that it doesn't overload the sensor in the mic for certain things, especially with like your P, B, and sometimes your T sounds. Those are called plosives. But we'll get away from the science part. And then also there's a little shock mount so that if I, bang my table or something like that, it doesn't shake the microphone and then cause a bunch of extra noise that you don't want to hear and I don't want to have to edit, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing I'd mentioned in the final part of the fish room tour, touring the ones that aren't in fish rooms as far as tanks are concerned, that I would be doing a little extra footage on the shrimp tank. So that's what we're going to check out. I just did a short extra bit of video. I knew I wanted to show a little bit more of how the colony itself is doing up close with just a short clip. Admittedly, it was hard to get good light without breaking out and doing some really crazy stuff. So the video quality is not the best this go around. I'm sorry. And not to say that I have the most amazing video quality, but it's a little grainier than usual. But however, you'll be able to see tons of shrimp. And again, I keep this tank very low maintenance. The plants grow fine. I feed it, I water change it, but I don't try to keep it spick and span spotless as far as algae is concerned. I want all that algae up on the glass. I want it to be a grazing yard for those shrimp so that baby shrimp can basically go anywhere and always have food. I don't have to actively feed them very often. Right now at the colony size is only about once a week, but that will step up over time as the colony gets larger. And then that's about it. Besides that, there's a poll going on right now on the community tab. Make sure you take a look at that and vote in that. And if you didn't watch the part 3 of the fish room tour, go check that out, because I actually giving you guys an opportunity to decide what my next project is as far as replacing one of the tanks that I show in that room, because it needs to get resealed. And you get an option to tell me which tank to put in. And it could be tanks or tank. I give you a couple options. So go check that out. I'm going to link it at the end of this video, and I'll link it down below in the description for you to check that out. So let's go ahead and pop over to the video clip now, and then we'll do a quick follow-up once we're over. So here we are looking into the blue dream shrimp tank, and you can see there are quite a few little shrimp all over the place. And if you look really carefully, you'll see like on the very back wall, there's some grazing. There's that thing of biomedia where they're grazing. They're all over the plants. They're kind of everywhere, and there's a lot of algae on the glass here, but that's on purpose. You can see a teeny tiny baby right up front as I kind of kick around here. But there are a lot of shrimp throughout this tank, and the big thing here is that leaving all this algae on the glass, leaving algae inside, leaving this kind of mess tangle of floating plants, this gives them lots of room to graze, but also to feel pretty safe. These shrimp swim very freely, mid-water, all the time. It lets them know that there's no predators and that they're in a very safe environment. And when they feel like they're in a safe environment, they're going to just live better lives, they'll live longer lives, and of course, breed. The big thing here that I haven't had them terribly long, so I'm just really getting this colony going. I originally got approximately 50. I think I lost some just in having them get used to it. But now, as you look around, pretty much anywhere you look, you can spot some of these shrimp swimming around, grazing, and doing well. So that's a really good sign for this colony long term. I think I've mentioned before, I really only feed this tank about once a week. Because of all the extra stuff that's around, the biofilm, all that kind of stuff, it gives them plenty to graze on, so I do not need to feed very often. Now, as this colony grows, I'll start feeding probably once every 3 days. I'll use things like shrimp king foods and stuff like that, with occasional mixes in of like some live brine. That's it, just a quick look inside the shrimp tank, and a lovely little test of the new microphone. So that's everybody, just a short video. Like I said, we're just going to kind of glance in really quickly to the shrimp colony to see how the blue dreams are doing since I first got them. And as you can tell, if you've watched the channel for a little bit, if you go back to some of the previous videos, we really had to like look and hunt to see the shrimp inside that tank when I first got them, because they were definitely hiding, not quite as comfortable. Now you can see them all over the place. Just plants, walls, some of the hardscape in there. Some of it might even come out, honestly. You know, little changes will happen here and there, but there's a lot bigger colony than there used to be. They're doing pretty great, which surprises me. I've struggled with some shrimp in the past, which, you know, you're probably going to laugh at, because shrimp, it's Neocaridina, they're easy. You know, I've just had troubles in the past. I had a cherry colony for a while, but they started getting, the babies got predated on, because I was trying to keep them with some platies as a kind of a, you know, not truly for profit tank, but just because I wanted that dynamic. And it didn't go well. Didn't go well. But that's it. You know, I just want to do a short kind of bonus video to follow up the part 3 tour so that you guys could see how well the colony of shrimp are doing. Also, we get to test out this awesome new microphone, which I'll have to play with it over time, and once the last couple pieces come in, it'll go be fully operational and be doing all the wonderful things we can hope for. So we'll get some better audio quality as we get through the videos over time. And then slowly but surely, we'll do other improvements where we can, you know, budget permitting, of course. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and link to the Part 3 fish tour, because inside of there's an opportunity for you guys to determine what replaces the 40 breeder tank that I show in that video. And then also, don't forget to check out the community tab. There's a poll right now for the video that I will be editing together for this upcoming Saturday, so next weekend. So make sure you check that out. It's going to let you control the flow, kind of what you get to see. These are all ideas that I have. Some of it I've partially filmed, or I've partially worked on other stuff. I have all the things I need to film, and I just need to shoot it throughout the week. So that's basically it, guys. That's your opportunity to control the content you get to see, whether it's educational or just fun. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay awesome.